Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. My name is Indy and you're watching As Told by Indy. And let's get into today's video. Okay, so boom, we're gonna go and do our November budget projections for the month of November. It's about to be holiday season, so I gotta take that into account. I'm hosting Thanksgiving this year for my family, so I gotta like budget for that food and all that type of stuff. And student loans are back. Like they're back in action, all those things. So in today's video, we're gonna get into all of that and more. As always, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and comment below any questions you might have about how I do my monthly projections, and let's get into it. All right, y'all, so we are back at it using my personal monthly budget planner spreadsheet. It will be linked in the comments below if you want to make a copy and download it for yourself. Okay, so just like I mentioned in my intro, November is coming up. Can you guys believe we're almost done with 2023? Like, that's crazy, but I'm super, super excited because November, pretty much, in my opinion, starts the holiday season, which is one of my favorite seasons of the year. Now, with that, I personally feel like the holiday season is like the easiest time to get off your budget because all the sales are happening. Black Friday's coming up, Cyber Monday, Small Business Saturday, holiday seasons, like all the pretty much every marketing thing possible is like meant to make you get off your rocker, especially if you're like me and you're trying to stick to your budget, you're on a debt-free plan like I am. It's super, super important that now more than ever, like during these next 2 months, that we close out the year strong. So with that, you're going to see a couple different of budget items that I don't, if you've been following me for a little bit, you probably haven't seen before. So let's go through it and then let's do our little, budget projections for the month. And so let's do it. Okay, so I'm zoomed in over here on my template here. Okay, so on the left side here, I put all my projected, which is basically all of my bills and what I think they're going to be based on like the past history trends. So if you don't do this, just look at your previous, I don't know, 2 or 3 months bills and you can kind of get a projection amount like for the start of your budget. But the good thing is now that we're actually closing out the month of October and we're nearing towards the new month, some of these I actually can put in actuals. So I will let y'all know how much it's going to cost for me to basically survive for the month, right? So my rent for me, I'm in an apartment and I projected 1543 and 77 cents, but my actual is going to be 1517 and 54 cents. So I'm off by like $26.23 as you can see here, but that's good for me because look, that's lower. So that's great. Moving on to electricity, it hasn't come out yet. My electricity bill comes out, I think it's like the 8th of the month or something like that. So when we do our mid-month check-in in a couple weeks, I'll post that video and you guys will see how much that is. But I'm also hoping that this goes down because $230 was based off of like the summer months. And now that we're coming down from that, I am like hoping that that goes down because you guys, I don't use that much power in my house. I'm actually a girl that loves candles. I like the dark in terms of like, I like the dark in the morning times. I like my shadow, not my shadows, my, what do you call those things? My curtains and things like that. So I'm just really trying to figure out where that came from to begin with, but I won't complain. It's fine. Let's see here. For me, gas, water, and sewer and trash, all that is put in my rent bill, so I'm good there. But if you have that as individual line items, make sure you put that there in your sheet. Okay, so moving to my phone bill. My phone bill has been $138.49, but I just got the little auto text message today that let me know that it's going to be $140.20. So it's higher by $1.71, but it's okay. It's okay. Now, I will say this, my phone bill is super high for me. Like it's just me on my plan. I don't know how much you guys pay for your phone bills, like comment below, But for me, I'm gonna have to talk to them about this because I know I have a hotspot and I know I have like regular cell service, but I don't know. This seems high, so I'm gonna see if I can like get that down a little bit. That way, I can reallocate that money somewhere else. Okay, so moving to the last couple items in the first category of my budget sheet, which again you can get down in the comments below, is the internet. So for me, internet is pretty much the same. So it's $70.36 a month, and then I got my little app notification that that's what it'll be for the month. And then my laundry fee is $51.90. So these two are always going to be the same as far as I know. As far as I know. So in home, our total so far that was projected was $2,034.52, and as of right now, then we actually have due $1,780. So that leaves us with a difference of $254.52. So far so good. So far so good. Again, if you're anything like me, my little backstory, I'm single, unmarried, and I don't have kiddos. So for me, this is like a single income household over here. And I'm also on a debt free journey. So I'm trying to be debt free by the age of 30. And I am well on my way. And it is largely because of the fact that I stick to my budget and I make sure that my four walls, which are basically my home category, are covered. So, with that, we'll move to section two of the budget spreadsheets, which is going to be transportation. So, for me, I recently paid off my car. It was like, we're in October. I paid off my car back in like July. You guys should check out that video. So, I don't have any car payments. Yay. I don't have any car payments, which is, I still can't believe it, you guys. Like, uh, it's just like the best thing ever because I, for a long time, really believed that I was just always going to have a car payment. So the fact that I don't and I can literally put that money elsewhere, it's wonderful. It's a really, really big blessing. So, with that, in my transportation category, I only have to worry about my auto insurance, my gas, and then like repairs and maintenance and things like that. So, in my last month's video, I already took care of my repairs and maintenance, which was my oil change that needed to happen. I normally allocate about $125 for fuel, as you can see here. And then my auto insurance, which just renewed, is $120 and 20 roughly 22 cents a month. Now for this month, I don't know why, but they gave me like a little 12 cents difference. Or sorry, 9 cents difference. So this month bill is $120.13. And then for fuel, I just track the receipts when I do my expense reporting, which I'm mostly doing my shorts, but comment below if you guys want me to do like weekly expense reporting videos so I can show y'all how I do that. And then this month, I've got to renew my license. So I'm just going to allocate $50 towards that. So we should be good to go. Again, transportation always is kind of like a 3-second category for me. But if you guys take the subway, if you take the bus, if you take the DART, if you take whatever transportation, make sure you keep that in mind for yourself so you can put that in this category. All right, cool. Let's move on to daily living. Okay. So for me, groceries are going to be special this month because I'm hosting Thanksgiving. So I'm really, really excited. I'm cooking. My family's going to come over. I'm really, really excited. But that means I have to like up the ante on what I normally spend on my groceries. So for me, myself, and I spend between like $150 and $200 a month. But because it's Thanksgiving and I'm cooking for more people, I'm going to budget $300 for this month's like groceries and stuff. So hopefully that covers like the turkey and the ham and the greens I'm going to cook and all that. You know what? I'm probably going to do a grocery shopping video like Thanksgiving on a budget style so I can show y'all how much money I end up spending while I'm hosting Thanksgiving. Stay tuned for that video. I'm either going to make it a long video or I'll make it a short. So there's that. So groceries, like I said, I'm going to do $300. Childcare doesn't apply to me, but I keep it in there for template purposes. Dining out, I really haven't been dining out lately, which is really good because I don't want to, because I've really been cooking at home. Clothing, I do have like a retreat coming up, so I'm going to allocate $100 for clothes because I'm going to the beach for this. And I don't really have beach clothes, actually. Yeah, I don't have beach clothes that fit me, which is great because I've lost a lot of weight. So that's great. Cleaning, I've already last month, if you guys watch my video from last month, I already have cleaning supplies, so I'm good there. I'm gonna leave that blank for now. Salon slash barber, I'm gonna give myself, I want to say when I calculated it on my little scratch piece of paper before this video, it was like $150 because I'm gonna do passion twist and I'm actually gonna do it myself. So I'm very, very excited. But that just means I gotta go get the hair and the gel and all of that. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, if my little calculations serve me right, it'll be $150. All righty. And then therapy I'm on a break from. So we're good in that category. So in total, I have let me get my calculator out. I've got 300 plus 100 plus 150. That gives us a grand total of 550 in this category. So it should be 550. Cool, 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 cool. All righty. So that moves us to entertainment. And you guys, I've had some changes in like the past month. First of all, my biggest line item, which was Hulu, I went ahead and downgraded my subscription. Okay, you guys, let's have a little commercial break to talk about where you can save money in your budget. Downgrade your subscriptions, you guys. Like, I know we don't want the commercials and we don't want all of that, but you would be surprised at how much of your subscription you're actually not using, but you're still paying for. So for me, I had like the $80 subscription and it was like live TV, sports, and a bunch of stuff that quite frankly I don't even watch because A, I don't watch TV heavily like that, and B, I literally was not using half of what I was even subscribed to, which was I was like, dude, I can just use that money to pay off my student loan, which we're going to get to too. So it's those small changes that I'm trying to make that I definitely encourage you to do the same that are going to make the difference. So like literally that's $80.99. I'm gonna do a little scratch math here for you guys. And I'm currently paying $7.99. That's $73 that's going right back into other parts of my budget. So it may not seem like a lot, but the smallest changes make like the biggest impact. So starting this entertainment section off to let you guys know, I went ahead and downgraded my Hulu. Spotify's the same, Patreon's the same, and then the Netflix. I recently got Netflix, but it's the lowest tier, so it has commercials. So like I said, I don't mind commercials. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. But I'm able to get all my subscriptions for $31, which is still less than one subscription that I already had. Oh, what's that sound? My dinner's probably ready. So that's what's going to be due at the beginning of this month will be $31.14. So those are all due at the 5th of the month, which I actually need to add this date in here. There we go. So that'll be easy peasy. So I'm really excited because again, I'm trying to make the small changes now that are going to affect my budget, in a positive way so I can then pay off debt and also still, enjoy life and all those good things. That leads us to miscellaneous. Okay, so I think I talked about this in my last video, but my mother and I are going on a cruise for her birthday. So this number is inclusive of the total amount of the cruise. So that money I'm starting to save towards now. And I would definitely vlog and show y'all, all the fun things that we did on the cruise. But that's coming up in the coming months. So I'm making sure that that's in my budget so I can be mindful of that, of how much I need to save. And you know what? I think I might cash stuff that. I'm not too sure, but I think I might do that. I think I might cash stuff just to put it in an envelope separately. I don't know. We'll see. Work trips and everything. Nothing too crazy coming up super, super soon. I mean, I have work trips, but all of them are already paid for. They just need to come on and happen. So airfare is a zero for this month, which is great. Accommodations are a zero on my behalf. Food. Okay, so this is the only part that actually I need to keep in mind. A lot of the food is like already covered. Like, you ever You ever been on a trip where you kind of already know what meals you're getting? This is one of those trips for me because it's a conference. So for me, like I already have breakfast and lunch covered. So that's food I'm already gonna eat for free. I probably just have to cover my dinners, which is cool. So I'm going to budget $125 for trips. I mean for trips, for food on my work trips. But I don't predict me spending that much money. I don't, which is really, really nice. Souvenirs, probably gonna skip this time around. Rental car, nope, I don't have a rental car, which will be fine. And then, yeah, yeah, it's all group transportation and everything. So I'm literally with my teammates the entire time. So I mean, it's a work trip, standard work trip, so it should be fine. So only 125 in that category. Now we move to debt. Oh my gosh, y'all. Debt, 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 debt. I need to do a separate video on this so I can actually talk through like my debt-free story and journey and where I'm at currently. So that'll come soon. I think I'll do that probably in December to like close out the year so I can like tell y'all about my 2024 projections and all that. But for now, let's focus on this part of the category of the planner. So, my private student loans, I've been paying these off for like 7 months now. So, these are the same. So, it's two payments of $512.23 here. So, that really hasn't changed if you've been following me for a second. But you see that little bad boy right here? You see this? It is back. Federal student loans, that is, are back. I made my first payment this month in October. So, like, yay for that. So, I'm officially making this a part of my budget. That way I make sure to pay it off as soon as possible. Now, just to give y'all a little window into my student loans, which again, I'll probably talk about this in another video. I'm using the debt snowball method. So my lowest amount of debt right now is my private student loan. So I'm paying the minimum on my federal student loan and I'm paying my private student loan off faster. So this should be paid off within the next calendar year. And then my last debt to focus on would be my federal student loan. But while I'm paying off this private federal student loan with like gazelle intensity, I'm still going to pay the minimum amount of my federal student loan. I know that's like a lot of words in one jumble. And again, I will talk about this probably on a separate video. But this little line item right here of $419.11, you guys are going to see a lot of it probably for the next I couldn't even tell you how long, but it's because federal student loans are back and I don't want to wait for the interest to collect in order for me to start paying on it. I just want to get it out of the way. I want to get it out the way as much as possible just to, I really want this debt cleared, y'all. Like, if there's anything, like, I have a couple of different goals, like, depending on what part of my life we're talking about. But when it comes to my financial goals, like, my number one financial goal right now is to be out of debt. Like, I feel like as of everything else right now, like, I'm very content. Like, I thank God for, the salary I have and all that. I thank God for the clients I have, the work I have. All of it is wonderful. And I also want to make sure I'm being super responsible with the finances, which is why I started doing these types of videos on my channel. And the one thing that I am super, super focused on right now is getting out of debt. Like, I'm super heavy on Dave Ramsey right now, and like just baby step number 2. I don't if you guys are familiar with the language of Dave Ramsey. I'm on baby step number 2, and I am very, very passionate about this. Like, this is why I try to work so hard now while I'm young. This is why I side hustle so hard, and I show you guys in my shorts what that looks like. And it's because I want this gone. Like, I want it gone. I want it zeroed out. So you guys are going to hear me talk about this for sure more in the future because I want to be transparent with you guys and I want to let you guys know like how the journey is going for me, because sometimes I don't want to do it. Sometimes I'd be like, it's fine. The debts are going to be there. It's fine. And also I'm like, no, I have to stay committed. I have to make sure that I'm doing what I need to do to cancel this debt. So that little category, y'all see this category? $1,443.57. Whew. Oh Lord, it's wild. It's really, really It's wild if you think about it, because like conceptually, like I was given this money when I was 17 years old to complete my education, but here we are now paying it back, and I want to make sure I'm doing my due diligence to do so. So that category ends us at 1443 and 57 cents. That'll be due this month. So to conclude this little video for our November projections, I will be, the bills that are due this month is 46.57 and 18 cents. That's what's projected. Now our actuals will differ, which is exactly why I do these check-in videos, because as of right now, we have 1913 cents in this category, but we need to add it to the top here. So in total, it's 1780. We're going to add our categories up. It should be 1780 plus 120. Let me see, 1780. I got to get me a new battery for this calculator, y'all. Plus 120 and 13 cents. Plus 1443 and 57 cents. Okay, so far we are at 3343 and 70 cents that is due. So I think we can do this. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. As always, I try to look at finances more positively now, because I used to be really, really scared to talk about money with myself, let alone, the YouTubes. But I'm really, really excited, because I think this month is going to be really good. I just want to make sure I'm staying focused, because again, November is the start of the holiday season. So I think that this will be a great time for me to practice good financial discipline. So I'll share that with you guys. Stay tuned for my next video where I talk about the mid-month check-in. So that'll be like mid-November. So expect that video to come soon. And then make sure you're watching my shorts too, where I show you guys, budget-friendly ways to do things, budget-friendly shopping, or my what I spent in a day videos. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.